If you want to become a successful trader, you need to understand the importance of having milestones in your trading journey. These milestones are like checkpoints that helps you see how far you've come and give you a real sense of accomplishment as you learn about trading. Examples of milestones: how many trades are you willing to take each and every day? Start with one. Once you understand how the market works, once you understand your set of rules, then take 2 trades, take 3 trades. How much money are you willing to lose on each and every trade? Start small. For example, $5 per trade. Then, once you see it works, $10 per trade. These are milestones that will help you become a successful, profitable trader. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. So, what did the SPY and Friends brought us today? Very interesting price action today. Closed the gap at the 422. Not surprising. We have talked about this gap since September 20, since this trend line broke to the downside. We said, and we have been prepared for this gap at the 422, 423 to get filled. Once it got filled, bulls woke up. Very interesting price action as we zoom in and let's see the SPY on the 15 minutes all the way from the beginning of the day all the way towards 1:30 p.m. Then bulls with this doji woke up, went all the way to the high of the day, and then some kind of a retracement, consolidation throughout the rest of the day. Very interesting price action. Let's see tomorrow if this doji can represent a trend reversal and bulls really woke up. Next will be the 431. QQQ, same thing, still holding the 354 area. Very important level of support. Bulls of Qs are holding nicely. Doji, let's see if we can get a bounce towards the 361 and maybe all the way towards this gap over here. You know that more than 85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time, and it doesn't matter if it's a gap to the downside or a gap to the upside. Dow Jones almost filled this gap, but this gap is still open. It needs to get filled before bulls of Dow will wake up. IWM, doji, inside candle. This head and shoulders, let's remove it. Let's clean the chart. We have a gap over here at the 180. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. 174 is holding below it. Continuation to the downside at the 171, 172 area. Very important and very strong area of support. Look at here, December 2022, and then once again from March 23 to June of 23. Now breaking below the 174 and 171 will be next. Bitcoin, nothing much all across crypto land, moving sideways. 26,100 is holding. Below it we are heading back to the 25,600 and to the 25. Long, in my opinion, only a weekly close above this purple trend line. Ethereum, same thing, hovering around the 600 area. But overall, we can take this trend line. We have 2 trend lines. We have the long-term trend line and we have a shorter term trend line. Both trend lines signals us that we are still in a downtrend. Oil, yesterday bulls took over after a few days of consolidations. Now 92 needs to hold the support, 97 and then 103 to the upside. Follow prices, trend lines. Where this trend line is heading, these 2 trend lines both heading north. Higher lows, higher highs, uptrend channel towards the 103. Natural gas, inside candle, 286 needs to hold, otherwise this gap, major gap at the 266 will get filled. Interesting fact about natural gas, no gaps. So if you see a gap on natural gas, 100% it will get filled. SOXX holding the 461 area. As you can see in the past 5 days, 5 trading days, 461 is holding. We have a gap at the 502. We have a gap at the 533. What do you think? Which gap will get filled first? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts as September Q3 of 2023 is ending and we are one step away from Q4? October, at least the first half of October, it's known for its major volatility. Apple, 170 area, as we talked about this red line, the 170, the 169 area was a very important level of support. Now, once again, touched, bulls tried to hold above, but Apple, with lower highs, lower lows, we are in a downtrend, and this gap at the 167 needs to get filled, and this will wake up bulls of Apple. Amazon, after a few consecutive days to the downside, and after yesterday 4% of the downside, today Doji holding the 125. 125, only by looking left we can clearly see it's a very important level of support, breaking down and under, and we are heading towards this yellow trend line at the 114. Google still holding the 128, relative strength 1.5% to the upside today, but still below the 130 area, above the 128. Google consolidation, we have a gap at the 133 and we have a gap at the 123, breaking below, a weekly close below the 128, and this gap will get filled. Nvidia, 5 consecutive days, this purple trend line, as we said, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action, for future price action. This purple trend line from support to resistance, 5 consecutive days, doji after doji, indecision in the market. Bulls are losing power each and every day that goes by, and bulls cannot break and close above this purple trend line. They are getting weaker and weaker. We are heading towards the 395 gap. Meta trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. We drew this trend line, this channel, yesterday's video, and went all the way down to the lower and then bounced back up. But still, short term, lower highs, lower lows. Let's see where Meta is heading. Tesla, another red day, 233.70 is holding a support. This purple trend line, same as Nvidia, from a major support. Now, resistance. Weekly close below 233 and we are heading towards the 218 gap. AMD started the day with a bullish sentiment, but got rejected by the 98 area. We still have here this gap over here, but as you can see in the past 5 trading days, 98 area, very tough resistance. If bulls will give up, we are continuing sliding towards the 91. Microsoft, another day, another doji, 318 holding, barely. This 311, sorry, not 318, 311 needs to hold. Otherwise, we are heading towards the 294, then to this gap, the 281. What do you think about this gap on Microsoft? Will it get filled in the first half of October? If so, prepare for more downside on the market. Another 10% of the downside in 2 weeks on Microsoft will have a very big impact on the overall market. Shopify holding the 51 area because they know, bulls know, that this gap will get filled if we will close the week below the 51. For now, no long on Shopify. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Look left. Shopify went down from 66 to 51. No trend reversal at sight. On the weekly, it's red. On the monthly, it's red. So, it's red all across the time frames. Do not be a hero. Follow price. Use trend lines as your guide for future price action. Netflix, perfect example, as it continues to slide down on this purple trend line, and as long as this trend line is acting as a slide, Netflix is to the downside. We have a gap at the 341, breaking below, a weekly close below this purple trend line, and next week this 341 will get filled to the upside. 398 will become a very tough resistance in the future. Sometimes in the future, this 397 will become a very tough resistance, and this is why I always say trend lines and Fibonacci are your guide for future price action. All other indicators, without any exceptions, all these indicators are purely lagging. What's not lagging? Trend lines, Fibonacci. They go infinite to the future. So learn how to use them. Check the links in the description below. You will see how to use with high probability, with the highest probability, how to know where price is heading next. So I hope you found this video helpful. Like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget, 2 lives every day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, stay safe.